Alright, I think I delayed it long enough. So, been a bit since I last hopped onto this game. I last left off was getting the core production up and running, so I guess just baby steps with the controls and then I'm pretty much back to it. Still trying to adjust myself to the controls again, since it's been a bit. I think already been like over a month now since I've beat the game in my off time. Okay, so yeah, I'm basically just gonna do the exact same thing that I did with the core production. Right, so if everything goes as planned, I pretty much have a collab coming up with an old streamer friend of mine. This will be the first time in 6 years that I've gotten, or in almost 6 years that I've been knowing them, I actually invite them into my stream. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. What's up? Three, two, one, and production. So, did you manage to rest? Good to hear. Yeah, work has been plentiful for me these past few weeks. Still, still trying to manage to stream in between with the schedule that I've been given, which I'd see a lot of morning streams later later this month, considering that a lot of like back to school sales are happening right now, and then it's gonna be like the whole autumn sale thing coming up where I work at. It's good. The money's gonna be good, but yeah, it's a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of work. Off craft cause, craft cause. Okay, it's just showing me what it looks like. Alright, finally get the coal up and running over here. Then that should just power the coal roller here. The winder here so that we can permanently keep this powered. And here come the bots. This has been since I started using this Seripod almost like 2 years now. And so far, yeah, it's been doing a very great job at keeping all those spam bots at bay and telling them to fuck off. Which is why I considered Seripod as like an honorary, well, not exactly a follower, but like uh, an honorary user in my channel. Just because it's been doing such a great job at keeping all those spam bots out of my chat. So that's why I'm gonna draw like Siri's little robot character and put them on me when I do get around to drawing them. Because it definitely deserves an honorary spot on me. And that's already gonna be filling up soon. Guess we'll take one out of here. No. Not yet. Since, Destiny, they've been busy with their job IRL, so it's just that they're, like, inching on their next update, which involves steam power. It's like the evolutionary industrial step after coal. And then they've been upgrading the game to a new, coding system, so it's taken them a while to update the game. At least as far as I know. Okay, yeah, the iron's really starting to fill up here. Okay, so once I get that up and running, I need to create furnaces so I can start smelting iron into its primitive form, then its better version. And then save the carbon steel for another time, since I need a lot of wrought iron for that to happen. Yeah, so it's pretty much gonna be a while till there's like a new update to the game that involves steam power. Alright, cool, should start going in there. So now I need to prepared coal to go in here. This how it's looking right now, so pretty much connected that to the iron production, which I'm slowly building up. Then copper and tin, I need to move that to a new spot, which most likely be on the other side of this hill here. There's just an abundance of coppers there. But not only copper, but also tin too. And then just focus my production there. Stone's probably gonna be the next thing. Oh right, I have that here. But I am gonna have to start making stone anyway, so I can make more furnaces. That unit, because this needs to be moved out of the way to make space for the furnaces there. Yeah, here I've got an abundance of copper. Just in, I'm about to go further over there. And so if anything, probably this spot. Oh wait, no. That's the iron. Good amount of copper there, and then a good amount of tin here. So pretty much this spot would be a perfect place to start production. And then definitely get another coal production going here. So now what I'll do first is get the coal production up and running there, and then finally start the copper and tin production. In which I'm doing 2 productions at the same time after I finish the coal one. So probably be a lot of back and forth, really. But of course that's for another stream. Right now I'm just focused on the iron production. Which obviously without the copper and the tin production running, it's going to be pretty slow for right now. I also got to remember that I need to talk more in these streams and not be silent most of the time. You know, that has to go. Okay, if I want furnaces, I probably should get stone up and running too before I start crafting a lot of furnaces to then develop the iron production further. How you doing, Amashi? Okay, I think we're okay. I think where I have this at this point, I'm good with where it's at right now. So, guess I'll just now focus on developing the stone production. Just have that up and running. Might as well craft a bit of that. Now I want to have it facing this way. Hmm. So many things I want to do in the other games, just the time frames what's really limiting me to do much. Both with my Twitch saves and my personal saves in general. So much things I want to do in the games. Earlier I was just making more progress in my personal save and scrap mechanic. Where I basically built myself a better multi-purpose car. And then pretty much made like a basic prototype of like the tree cutting vehicle. With the drill as well for mining. So it does drilling and wood cutting as well. But I'm planning to just split the two so that they do separate things. One being focused on mining rocks, the other focus on cutting trees only. Instead of doing both. I want to have them. I also want to have them to where like they can just cut or break stuff and then just be refined at the same time. So not to go all the way back to the mechanic station and refine stuff there with the refined bot already there. I rather would have it more on the go with me, so not to worry about having to take it all the way back. And then just save myself some time in between. Okay, so this is good to go. At least with the way I'm going with my personal save, I'm basically working towards creating like a mobile home with the multi-purpose vehicle that I've built up to now. And it's the same goal for our worlds as well, Caldorn. Pretty much just make a vehicle that would just basically act as like a giant mobile home. Or we could just pretty much be anywhere we want and we don't have to go all the way back to a certain place unless otherwise. At least that's the end goal that I see doing for myself and for us. Mainly because of the stuff that that's in the game now that pretty much would virtually make us be able to just become nomads. Or gypsies, basically. So that should get things started. So first I gotta set up the terrain so it's all nice and flat. So I've been hearing about this new Certain Cogger game as of recently, but basically it's trying to be like a new generation type of Certain Cogger game with like a brand new cast of characters, and it's apparently a gacha game from what I've been seeing recently. Now, uh, let, let me make it clear, I'm not going to play it, obviously, because it doesn't really get my attention. However, the original Senate Cogger games, they've caught my attention, since they aren't gacha games, since it's basically just a story-based full game, since they aren't actually online games. And these were made before Kenichiro left Marvelous. The new one was made after he left Marvelous. So kind of interesting to see how that goes. Since it would be the first Senate Cogger game where he's not around to develop it, or it would be the first Senate Cogger game without him involved. Kind of like with Metal Gear's, or like the new Metal Gear Solid games where Kojima isn't involved. So it's kind of that. So it's kind of like the Kojima type deal where the actual creator's not there to see the new game within the IP be released. Will it succeed? Who knows? Since it is going to be released as a gacha game, after all, so. But I guess it'll just succeed with the whales. Just probably spend a shit ton of money to lose a lot to eventually get a character while they see their savings go down.
I will once you apologize because you actually have been looking at them and you call me and say on your iPhone that's something about the thing on before. I'm going downstairs.
So it's just basically a definitive version of the original. Oh, well, you said remake, yeah. Definitive would say like some things have been removed so that the graphics of the game would be better, like with Mafia. Hmm. Ah, okay. Then there's a difference then. Yeah. Just remakes are basically just or just or it's remakes are basically like games that adapt to like uh more recent consoles and PC essentially. I don't know. I wouldn't know that much of it since I barely was into the console stuff much, since I mainly just went with PC after pretty much in my early teens. The last console I really was involved with was the Nintendo Wii, and after that I just switched to PC. So I probably just missed out on this whole entire like remake, remaster, definitive stuff that console games have been doing over the years. Didn't even know that was happening much apart from like the trailers talking about it. But I mean, I haven't seen it a lot more recently, at least since I've made a Steam account years ago. As some remasters do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing with the remakes. Like, there's a 50% chance that they would fuck up, would fuck it up, but then 50% chance that they keep what was in the original game intact. So I guess in other words, you're kind of playing a little risk game of seeing what shouldn't be there, or not exactly risk, more like you're playing a game of like if you want to hate this game or you want to love this game, depending on how it goes in the remaster or remake. But yeah, sometimes remakes and remasters, they tend to fuck up some things in between. Especially when it comes to character designs. Now that's the thing you need to look out for. Overall gameplay, I guess it depends on the person. Yeah, in most cases, like when it comes to remakes, it's basically the mindset. It's basically more like, oh fuck, they're gonna censor it. Especially when you touch on suggestive IPs, that those get fucked up all the way to hell. Okay, that filled up. Yeah, greatly. And the only thing that's saving remasters and remakes are the modding community. Well, as a matter of fact, I take that back. The modding community, we have to thank for the shit remakes that keep happening. Or no, I take that back. We have the modders to thank in putting in good mods for shit remakes and remasters that gaming companies keep pulling pushing out. Right, those should start filling in nicely. Let's see. Personal one, something for in general, and then this one will go on to the next production. So I definitely need to move that coal chest over here. So I have to create more conveyor belts than I need. Be more efficient with it. Put it like right here. Probably like to bring it over here, then down, and then straight onto the side, so that I have the rest of the sides open. We're probably could do this up to there, or actually up to here like that, and then side here up, and then onto the furnaces. Where AAA games collapse hard, indie games prosper. Because for one thing, indie devs actually listen to their player base and followers. Unless they're bastards. And just only like cherry pick what they want to hear from their fans. But then put in like a silver tonguing thing where they do actually do it, but then at the same time, like, you kind of feel like they're avoiding certain ideas. At least in some cases, but most cases, like, actually, it depends on the indie game. Like, yeah, you'll have some indie devs that actually listen to the players, even the ones that suggest even the ones that suggest mature stuff into the game, like they'll actually do it. Either if it's convenient or in some cases it fits well with what the devs are doing. But if it's like, I don't know, like this game, for example, or any of the more quote unquote safe games, then yeah, it'd be much harder for them to accept like suggestive ideas. But I guess you'll know right away where they lean on in in the cultured side of games. Like you'll easily know right away. But yeah, we need more mature games, and then we need devs that aren't pussies with game development, like Gentle Maniac and a few other devs. Oh yeah, you got loads of that, and you definitely know right away. Tell them to play a game live, they're just gonna go into some like hour-long tangent as to why they can't be bothered doing that. That's how you know right away they're a fucking activist. Because they love to talk, but they can't. Uh, but they don't show action. Some of the ideas I talked, well, this is in relation to like a video I made of like ideas for like anime related games. Some have already come true. The other ideas, are the jury's still out on that one. Picture it like this, like the game industry on a global scale. Like you have the world map, right? Then you have the west and the east. Like it depends, because you also got Australia in the middle. Like they're more PG with their games. Like I don't want to go with like the theory like the more east you go in the world, like the sexier your games will be. Where the more west you go, which it is true, it is the truth really. The more west you go, the more woke and safe the games developed will be. And just it's just been proven fact over and over again with in recent times. Yeah, that's a theory that I would go with. Like the more east you go in the gaming industry sphere globally, the more sexier your game. The more western you go, uh the more soft and woke it will be. Although if you go down Australia, then they basically just fit in with the West more. So go east with the exception of Australia and New Zealand, and yeah, you definitely find sexier games in that side of the world. Alright, that's gonna get full soon. So what I probably should do is cut this off. And then just start moving all the coal from here to that other chest. Alright, just move all that there. Just get that flowing. so it might be that much. Okay, we got pig iron up and running. Still got a long way to go till that's empty. You know, I'm kind of. I want to say that I'm pretty much glad that didn't go through all that console stuff. Guess it just prevented me from being influenced by all these activists in the gaming industry. I guess it just removed, or I guess didn't have to go through all that influence of what I should and shouldn't play, since I pretty much decided to go PC gaming, so pretty much allowed me all the full freedom to choose what game I actually want to play. Also, just like, I mean, pretty much at that point, just pretty much playing PC games and stuff. Then wasn't really that interested in getting into console games anyway. Mainly because just didn't really feel like it, and also at the time I was poor. So, or poor as in like didn't really have like a disposable income back then. So many things was a or I basically was focused on other things when I was growing up. Didn't focus too much on splurging my money. So I guess that and just didn't have a disposable income kind of kept my mind, or kind of prevented me from from all that activism crap. Just anime titty and a whole lot of freedom of information is what managed to steer me, I guess, in my own direction and do things my own way rather than whatever people suggest me to do. Although I do listen to them, just I want to put my own thoughts into consideration before I even make a choice. So given that, pretty much the reason why I play the games that I stream and play now. That and I look at quality. I look at the quality of the game rather than the quantity, because yeah, the gaming market or the gaming market in general is just pretty saturated. So you gotta look at quality over quantity. So just look for like a really good quality game out there. Which, just personally, I'd feel like it's becoming a little more scarce these days. But you do have some hidden gems somewhere, and I've just been pretty good at finding hidden gems these past couple of years. Because not only actually browsing games on Steam, just overall, the market is incredibly saturated. Especially with all these China games that have come out recently, like they're basically all the same thing. Same with Japanese games too, but at least they put an effort to try to be more unique. In a way. I guess also the same with the China games too. But most of them, they're pretty much the same. Just depends which one you want to go for. Although with Korean games, like, well, they do the same thing, but at least they offer more in character design than with Japan and China. Because one thing's always certain, Koreans love their titties. Or they love their curves and thickness. A lot more than Japan. Here's another thing. Like, most games these days, they're like made in like US game development studios. Like, is there any of them that don't bring a gun into the game? Or a game that doesn't involve like violence or anything? Something like more unique? Because there are some, just not within like the major gaming circles in American video games. You can't. You give a big game idea to an American video game company, they'll find a way to like make the production value like over $1 billion, and then just lose every single cent they put into that fucking production when the game doesn't sell that well. And loot boxes won't help resolve that issue either. Okay, so wrought iron production is next. So let's talk titties for a moment. Yeah, the last few Horizon Walker streams, they were great. By the time I get to making a video of them, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of great moments. There's gonna be a lot of good moments in between. And the way how we've been doing Horizon Walker compilation videos is pretty much one whole stream will equal one video. So, considering the amount of VODs that I've already uploaded to my VODs channel, yeah, it's gonna be a while till I get through all of them in each compilation video of Horizon Walker. Even taking out like all the in-betweens, like the fights and stuff, like there's so much content that just turned into one full video. Oh, okay, relax game. No need to have a stroke. Right, you're still down for some DRG tomorrow, right, Keller? I was saying, like, you're still down for tomorrow's DRG sesh, right? Alright, cool. And hello. So, basically, Hellgast, I built this, my iron production. Basically, well, for now, I've finished the ore production. Right now, I'm working on developing the ingot production here. Just to get you up to speed with what I've been doing at the beginning. Yeah, somewhat. It was that I had one of these drills here, uh, around, or when I ended the last, voxel era stream. And now this is what I got going right now. And currently I'm moving the coal from that crate over there to this one. Before I put in the main, conveyor belt of coal. And right now, what I'm doing, I'm trying to develop my pig iron production. It's already a little bit left, might as well. Those do not go in there. Okay, now I can remove all this. All of this have to bring the other direction. Alright, and we're back at business. Right, so... yeah, so I guess here what I'm doing, I'm trying to do like a bird wing system of mass producing stuff. So it's just like a flap of items being produced and stored, and then it'll just be taken on to another bird flap of stuff to be produced. And pretty much just to make things simple, just keep it within this general area. So conveyor belts here, then the ingots would just feed into here. And then it basically do the same thing but reversed. And then vice versa with the later items. So yeah, really though, Hellgast, I'm basically getting my iron production up and running for this stream tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is good enough, really. I think this is good enough then. For the iron production, I don't think I'll need any more rows. May just do one more here, then call it for the ore, because I think that's good enough. Okay, let's get that started then. Would be nice if I can name these, if I could put like names on these chests, so not to be guessing which is which. Well, I guess that's Destiny's job to put that in. Even though it's gonna be a while till that happens. Considering that, like I said earlier, they're upgrading the game's code to, was it Vulcan? I think that's what they call their code. Yeah, yeah, they're upgrading their code and then also working on the Steam-powered update. So yeah, it's gonna be a good while till any new updates of the game comes. I think they update, or they give like a dev blog like every few months or so. At least judging by the last updates that I've been seeing on their Steam page. And that is full. Might as well get started on wrought iron production. Manually. Oh, I'm out of cool, that's why. Also, I'll be right back. See what you got, sweetheart. Earth-shattering fighting. She can manipulate the earth, which makes her an earthbender in Avatar terms.
Fuck your life. Every one of y'all. Fuck your life.
So now you should see why I decided to get her instead of Micah.
Move it! It's gonna blow!
Oh, that was perfect timing. Right, I was gonna ask you, Fyro, this is the first time that you see me stream Minecraft, with you, joining my stream, haven't it? Not sure, but they will probably get approved after a couple days when they manually review them. Used to that whole competitive mindset, especially in video games. But yeah, goddamn, can you give them something? They will make it even better. Like, holy fuck.
Mushroom! Nitra! Mushroom and loaded! Mushroom! Mushroom! Mushroom!
Focus, team! Leave the damn mushrooms alone!
The Rocking Stone, we salute you! Mushroom! 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 Mushroom!
Indeed. Speed team with a big chest. speed team with a 3-set chest.
二人とも恥ずかしがっちゃって。
Perfect. Then her original outfit.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
On a Hazard 1 mission?
How refreshing! Time to restock!
Define it. Can we get America Johnson? No, we have America Johnson here. America Johnson. But in a sexy red bunny suit. Guess it's... oh. Guess it's still playing the same clips, huh? Yeah, it takes a while for the new clips to play whenever I go to the BRB screen. I don't know why it still plays the much older clips. I don't know why. Twitch Guru's clip playing thing tends to be random. Well, it is random. What am I talking about? sooner I get a copper and tin production up and running, the sooner I get a bronze production up and running, the sooner I'll have bronze ingots to craft a lot more conveyors and stuff. And prepare for the late game. And prepare for late game stuff. So close. Hmm. The factory must grow. Grow, expand, explode. Yeah, so just to prepare for the next stream, I'm definitely gonna get the second coal production set up. Just so that it's out of the way and then ready once I go and do the bronze production over there. So this will be the first that I build production in on the other side. So here, and then over there, that's going to be the coal deposit that I'll be mining from. Not this one. And I still need more. But I guess this is a start. Definitely should do it longer. I get more coal that way. Yeah, that will allow me to add 8 additional drills. I do need torches here. So I can easily find this. Actually, okay, I guess I could. No, actually, I'll hold off on doing the lamps. I'll do that in like the later part of the game. Or I'll do that when I'm about to enter the late game soon. Just pretty much when I get the whole factory set up, and if nothing else changes, that's when I make the whole place permanent and just start adding lights everywhere to light up the whole place rather than use torches. Would Lego Rock Raiders count? Even though it's not in space and underground. And that game came out in 1999, the year that I was born. really wish it stopped doing that. Or that it stopped doing that when I autosave. This is gonna produce so much coal. Right, so next thing is the winders. I need a whole lot of them. Well, how convenient. One tin per every 2 copper. I think I'll just do it by by ratio of 6 copper to 2 tin per production. At least that way I won't be running out of copper, and tin would be secured. Because I really don't need that much tin anyway. And wrought iron is officially being mass produced. So then once I get this full, then carbon steel will be up. I'll do as much as I can before I wrap up for tonight. Do I want to raid anyone tonight? Do I not want to raid? Is there any streamers that would catch my attention, or is there not? Okay, so that's enough for 2. It's enough for 3. And that gets some conveyors going, then yeah. There are also the bells as well. Do need to make those. Alright, I think that's as far as I can get at this point. So, almost got the coal production up and running over there. I'll just save that for the next stream. So, overwrite and exit. I'm gonna have a look, see if there is anyone that I want to read out to tonight. Maybe. Maybe so. Well, since he's playing Horizon Walker, I guess we'll read out to Nox. No, I understand how you feel, Helgas, so. Okay, there's the rate message, and yeah, I'll just read out to Nox since he's playing Horizon Walker right now. So for me, that will be it for streams. So I'm trying to get a collab set up for next week for Deep Rock Galactic, so we'll see how that goes. And then as for other games, I will be getting back into scrap mechanics, so expect that to come next week, so yeah. As for the other game, I'm still deciding, so I'll see how my schedule's looking. So other than that, have a good night. Sweet dreams.